Behind Malaysia, the concept is actually to connect corporates with the civil society. We need to understand that we have a responsibility. We did this activity, it has to have real meaning and real impact of contributing back to society, because overall will benefit the country as a whole.
Because it's not just corporate people it can be sponsors, it can be individual members of the public, anybody who feels that any cause touches their heart, they can contribute. It's a humanitarian context rather than a commercial context, so this is just the beginning.
KMV serves as a unique platform to promote engagement between the private sector with community groups, offering collaborative opportunities through partnership to further enhance corporate role in humanity.
We want the public community to adopt charity as their daily routine, because everyone, I believe, to make the community stronger and better and brighter, everyone should be involved and everyone should get connected into this charity.
It doesn't take much to spark a revolution. Let's spark a revolution that makes a difference in this world.
I must remind you to come into partnership with the new government to also bring your story to the government so that we can help create a better Malaysia for the future.
Companies, they can actually work together with these NGOs who can do things more professionally to promote kindness in the country that we all live in.
We can actually share each of the NGOs' expertise and we can combine hands and become a very powerful society, and we need to come out and we need to serve the country. If we don't make Malaysia a better place today, then we don't see a beautiful Malaysia tomorrow.
Through partnership, we can give more to the social economy.
So long as you do something that is your passion, something that you love, it will continue to do. And this is thing that I think that where the NGOs importance to promote the cause of what they are doing.
There's an opportunity for me to see whether we can now start share also our aspirations to be part and to value add into the future, part of this continual transformation to create better economy.
We pull together all the universities to come together under our platform, and then we give out scholarships in various universities for people who really deserve it. And we have been doing this because we felt that people like y'all who do this work unrecognized deserves to be recognized. So we have these unsung heroes because we want to recognize y'all for the great job that you guys do.
Good morning and hello everyone. Welcome to Kind Malaysia 2021 Engagement Program. Today, we are very honored to bring a very experienced speaker to talk about virtual platform, new digital medium to engage with potential partners and donors. And thank you for joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, with the ongoing challenges due to the COVID pandemic, movement control order, traveling restrictions, and SOPs, business and social events are unlike normal. Hence, it becomes natural for this kind of events to adapt technology and organize virtually. It has become a popular way of connecting and engaging, complementing traditional physical events. It also enables larger participation and opportunity for a bigger audience attending at their convenience and leisure. Generally, the virtual component involves an online representation of the live event. Thus, in today's program, we are able to learn a few tips from our distinguished guest speaker, and later, representative from the organizers will explain to you in detail about the event, the virtual platform, and what to prepare. Ladies and gentlemen, today's program will start with experience and knowledge sharing session by our guest speaker, who is also one of the advisory board member of Kind Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. M. Gandhi, followed by the joint briefing on Kind Malaysia Virtual 2021 by Mr. Nazim Abdul Rahman, the Executive Director of DSA Exhibition and Conference Sdn Bhd, and Mr. S.Y. Chan, Founder and CEO of SWIPI Sdn Bhd. The program will continue with Q&A session before we end the program for today. Please be reminded that you may interact with the speakers by using the raise hand icon during the Q&A session. Before we proceed to the next agenda, we have a few housekeeping items to cover for today's briefing. You may turn on your video upon joining this session. However, your microphone will stay muted until the end of the presentation. If you have any question, use the raise hand icon during the Q&A session, and we will address your question accordingly. You may also send questions through the chat box at the bottom of your screen. If we don't get to your question during the session, we will be sure to follow up afterwards. Should there be any internet disruption during the session, please be patient and sign in again. And finally, we'd like to encourage you to share today's session with your colleagues and your social networks. A gentle reminder, if you are having trouble hearing us, use the raise hand icon or type a help message in the chat box at the bottom of the screen. For more information about Kind Malaysia Virtual 2021, please visit our website www.kindmalaysia.com. Ladies and gentlemen, before I call upon our guest speaker, Datuk Dr. M. Gandhi, allow me to share his background. Datuk Dr. M. Gandhi is a pioneer in the trade exhibition business, an entrepreneur who has conceptualized and launched many trade exhibitions in the Asia-Pacific region since 1990. Throughout his career in the past 30 years, he has developed exhibitions in several industries, including IT, telecommunications, environment, renewable energy, construction, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, capital markets, security and defense, fashion, beauty, automotive, and food. And in these many years and countries, he has tasted many moments of success as well as faced unprecedented challenges. So, without further ado, I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. M. Gandhi, founder and chairman of Bumiyati Holdings Sdn Bhd, who is also the advisory board member of Kind Malaysia, to give his view on virtual platform, new digital medium to engage with potential partners and donors.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you are well and safe. I would like to welcome you to today's webinar titled New Digital Medium to Engage with Potential Partners and donors. This event is being sponsored by Kind Malaysia Virtual 2021. The concept of Kind Malaysia was started several years ago from the business events industry. We in the business events and the exhibition industry are professional organizers who bring buyers and sellers together. So we thought, why not we use this experience and knowledge for promotion of kindness by bringing corporates and non-profit organizations and recognize the good things that is happening. Currently, during this pandemic, there are a lot of challenges people are facing. Many things are happening. However, there are also many people who have gone out of the way to show kindness to our brothers and sisters, not only within the country, but throughout the world. So we thought not to wait, but to continue to do this Kind Malaysia event on September 7th to the 9th virtually to benefit everyone who want to participate. This situation here has created at the same time an opportunity. The opportunity that we have is for non-profit organizations and foundations to take advantage to learn about utilization of technology in connecting to their partners and donors. Yes, there are challenges, but at the same time, if we can use this challenge to transform ourselves, to become more sustainable, even during these challenging times, it will be a wonderful thing. So this seminar today will later showcase and give some ideas and specific examples and demonstrations how to use a digital platform to engage yourself to your partners and donors. And these are challenging times, and I believe everyone is now focused on getting vaccinated, and I think vaccination is very important. But personally, I believe vaccination alone is not going to solve the problems. Vaccination has to combine with kindness. If one is not shown kindness, just a vaccine alone, it's not going to solve or bring people back to where we are before. And this is where we hope Kind Malaysia Virtual that will be taking place shortly will contribute in a small way. And I want to really thank all those who are supporting this event. One more very important point that I would like to share is currently, globally, there is an important aspect that investors are looking for. Investors, whether they are large investment houses or pension funds, when they are investing in a country or a company or a corporation, they are not only looking at profit of the company, they are looking at, there is a word, it's called ESG. ESG stands for environment, social and governance. And ESG is becoming more and more important. The reason why I'm sharing this is, why not non-profit organizations understand the requirements of the corporate world and the investment world, so that if non-profit foundations and organizations can partner with corporates to achieve the ESG goals. And this will not only benefit the corporates, but it gives good reason for the corporates to justify to their shareholders and their stakeholders to partner with more NGOs so that sustainability can be achieved. So this is just an idea, a concept that I would like to propose. But ultimately, the most important thing is to promote kindness among society that we live in. So I want to again thank every one of you for supporting this event. Special thanks to the advisory board, Tan Sri Asmat Kamaluddin from DSA, Dato Sri Wong Chun Wai, the advisor of STAR, Dato Sri Mustafa Haji Ali, he is the APSA President. Dr. Teo Yen Hua, the former Chairman of SPAN or the Water Commission. Dr. Azad Kamaluddin from DSA. I would also like to thank the Star Publication and Nanyang Siang Pao for being the media partner, and also thank to the co-organizers of this event, Bhumiati Holdings and Rian Berhad, DSA Exhibitions and Conferences, and Informa Markets. Lastly, but not least, I would like to thank MASIOS, the Malaysian Association of Exhibition Organizers, for supporting this event. Once again, look forward to seeing all of you on the 7th to the 9th September 2021 virtually, and learn to move forward. So again, just as a summary, this event is to promote kindness, and this is an opportunity for all of us, including the non-profit organization, to learn to use technology to communicate with the foundations, corporates and partners, and also an opportunity to learn about ESG, which is becoming extremely important in the corporate world, so that the NGOs and the non-profits can benefit by being a partner for ESG in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you Yang Berbahagia Datuk for the meaningful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now we proceed to the next agenda. Joint briefing by Mr. Nazim Abdul Rahman, the Executive Director of DSA Exhibition and Conference Sdn Bhd, and Mr. S.Y. Chan on the Kind Malaysia Virtual 2021, its program and introduction to the virtual platform. Without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Nazim to begin his briefing. Mr. Nazim, you may begin.
Thank you very much, Aisha. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera and very good morning to all. Allow me first to introduce myself. My name is Nazim Abdul Rahman. I'm the Executive Director of the DSA Exhibition and Conference Sdn Bhd. Our core business is actually organizing business events, specializing in military segment, where we work very closely with the Ministry of Defense and also the Ministry of Home Affairs to organize Defense Services Asia biennially. Together with me this morning will be Mr. S.Y. Chan. Mr. S.Y. Chan is actually the CEO and founder of Swipe Sdn Bhd, a tech company specializing in supporting business events in smart registration systems, providing virtual platforms and solutions, as well as other technology-based for business events, what they call these organizations. And again, can I have my slides ready? Next. Okay, again, what has been reiterated by our guest speaker, Dr. M. Gandhi, this is a jointly organized event between DSA Exhibition Conference Sdn Bhd, Bhumiati Holdings, which Dr. Gandhi owns, as well as Informa Markets Malaysia, who is the largest business event organizer in Malaysia. But not just us, there are many other organizations that has been very noble to come forward to support in organizing this event. I would like to mention each one of them and their roles. I'll start with, of course, Swipe Sdn Bhd. Swipe Sdn Bhd is actually our technology partner. They provide us with a virtual platform alongside with their two other partners, which is Lively and Providence. Without this, this event could not be realized, of course. But behind the scenes, we have also other partners that have been supporting this, doing their bits in order to make this event realized. Artisans is actually a company that work with us very closely with all the creative artworks, with designs for the brochures, for the websites. And we have also GoComs, our PR agency, who has graciously and kindly enough to help us in all the media relation works, PR works, and so forth. We also have the multimedia art workshop, which has kindly enough to host our website without cost. And of course, MASIOS, the Malaysia Association of Convention and exhibition organizers and suppliers who has been very kind enough to endorse this event and help promoting this event to the networks. And of course, events without media would not be, I would say, meaningful and efficient or productive. Hence, we have gotten the Star newspaper to come on board, as well as Nanyang to come in to support with the promotions. Again, I'll go back a bit to the what is Crime Malaysia all about. Crime Malaysia, as mentioned by Datuk Gandhi just now, is actually a unique initiative and platform for corporates, civil organizations, individuals to meet with the aim to share, inspire, and recognize the need for business and everyone to work together and do more for the betterment of life in societies. We are actually very hopeful that the platform that we created here would help create successful partnerships between corporates, philanthropists, non-profit organizations. And again, unfortunately, unlike the previous one, which was organized in 2018, this time we are not able to do a physical event. Hence, we have to organize this fully virtual. So the event is actually scheduled to be from the 7th to the 9th of September 2021. 3 days event starts on Tuesday and ends on Thursday. And we have an active engagement time between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So what does this mean by active engagement time? It meant that during this time, the participants or exhibitors are able actually to engage directly using some features, like for example, live chats, live video call between the participant exhibitors as well as the audience visitors. And also, of course, during this active engagement time, we do have a meaningful lineup of panel discussions, seminar talks, and presentation. Next slide, please. So I mentioned just now that there will be two main components for this event. One, of course, the exhibition, where I think most of you here today would be participating. We'll be guiding you shortly on how and what to prepare in order to participate in this event. And there will be another component of it, which is the seminars or panel discussion, we call it, as well as presentation and talks, which we will open up to those interested organizations who would like to pitch and tell about what activities they have, and perhaps to explain about their background and what do they need. We provision about 30 minutes for each session. And we hope that, during this engagement, you're able to express and tell your stories, and then possibly can attract some of the audience to come in to help out for your cause. Next. All right, just to share with all of you what we have done and what we are doing. We have been doing active promotions, not just using the social media, as you can see here. We have done also lots of what they call electronic direct marketing, which means that we are actually reaching out to those potential audience to visit this event using our networks as well as informal markets networks. And of course, this event has been promoted and be featured in many publications, as you can see here. Next. I would like to deliberate more on the day-to-day program. First, that on the first day, 7th September, we will start with the welcoming address by the representative of the advisory board, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Asmat Kamaluddin. It's scheduled to start actually at 9:30 a.m. and then followed by a keynote and also gracing of event by Yang Berbahagia Datuk Lokman Hakim Ali. We are still waiting for his confirmation actually. He's the Secretary General of Ministry of International Trade and Industry. And followed with the virtual exhibition open at 10 and finishes at 4. However, in between at 11 o'clock, we'll start with the first panel discussion. I'm going to deliver it more later on. The topic of the first panel discussion is humanity during hard times. And then followed by the program, which will be undertaken by the Star Media Group, topic to be advised. And we have another 2 empty slots here before we end the program at 4 o'clock. Next. On the second day, Again, we allow the exhibitors and also the visitors to start log in from 9:30 onwards, and then from 10 o'clock, event starts, and 10 o'clock sharp also we start with our second panel discussion with the topic of time to be kind, corporate's role during crisis. I'm also going to deliberate more about this later on. And then at 2 o'clock, there's actually a program slotted for the Beautiful Gate Foundation for the Disabled. And then at 2:45, there's another slot taken by National Kidney Foundation, who has reserved this. So the title for this event, Giving Hope and Saving Lives, and the presenter is Datin Shobana Subramaniam. 3:30 to 4 o'clock, we have reserved these slots for Persatuan Kanak-Kanak Istimewa Kajang, topic yet to be named, and ends the program at 4 o'clock. On the third day, 9:30 again, we allow the guests to check in and ready for the event. 10 o'clock, it open up the virtual exhibition, and 10 to 10:30 we have one slots seminar and talk slots provision for Special Olympic Selangor. They have the topic ready here: how sports can be beneficial in development of person with special needs, followed by another slot that has been reserved for Women in Governance and Technology Association. The next slot, 11:30, end of life care, right conversation at the right time, presenter Dr. O. Lu Chan, founder and medical director of Charis Hospice Penang. And we have in the afternoon from 2 to 2:30, we have a slot reserved for Spastic Children Association of Selangor and Federal Territory. And we have one slot available here, so anybody who is still interested to be taking this opportunity, then please do communicate with our team. And finally, at 3:30, closing remarks by representative of the advisory board. Again, I would like to reiterate and advise here that all these slots has actually been reserved or taken. So we welcome any of your organization who intend to take up this opportunity to let us know, so that we can try to make rooms for you. Yeah. Next. So a little bit more on the program highlights. Basically, the other main program which we want a lot of attention and try to drive audience into not just to this event but into the platform to visit the exhibition. Actually, of course, number one is the opening ceremony on the 7th of September, start from 9:30. And what's also more important is the panel discussion, where we have a very interesting lineup. So I would like to just read out the confirmed speakers for this. For the first session, Humanity During Hard Times, we have 4 confirmed speakers already, and is set to happen. Datuk Sri Wong Chun Wai will be the moderator. Our first panelist or guest speaker will be Tan Sri Lee Lam Tai, the chairman of the what they call this Eco World Foundation. We have also on board Encik Harith Iskandar, who is the comedian and actor. He's also the founder of Hope NGO. Yeah. And we also very blessed to have SAC Nick Azini, who is very well known for his humanity and human way of handling what they call these those people who has done something wrong, but then without I would say crime intention or whatsoever. So again, we are happy to have him on board to be one of the panel speakers. He's now the head of Selangor Criminal Investigation Department. And on the second day, we have slot in the second panel discussion with the title of Corporate Roles During Crisis, scheduled to be held from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And the confirmed speaker so far is actually Datuk Teo Yen Hua, who will be the moderator, and Mr. Kwan Chi Heng, who also popularly known as Uncle Kentang. But we're also waiting for Datuk Dr. Rose Lena Lazmi, Secretary General of Malaysia Women, Family and Community Development Secretary General, to accept our invitation. As well as Dr. Hajah Jatela Zainabidin, CEO Yayasan Saim Dabi. So we are hopeful that they would also be kind enough to accept our invitation to be part of the panelists. Next. So that's basically a very brief introduction of my part, KM Malaysia Virtual. I'm going to hand this to Mr. S.Y. Chan to let us through the virtual component or what to prepare actually. Mr. S.Y. Chan, please.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Mr. Nazim, and our MC Aisha. Good morning, everyone. My name is S.Y. From Soipi Center Berhad. Pleasure to be part of KM Malaysia 2021. Today, I will be sharing the look and functionality of the platform. My presentation will be breaking into two parts. Starts with the visitor point of view on how they can access and interact in the virtual event. And the second part is exhibitor point of view. Both should take less than 20 minutes, and we will have a Q&A section at the end of the presentations. Let's begin with the first slide. KM Malaysia Virtual 2021, a virtual platform that's allowed both visitors and exhibitors to be engaged and interact in the real time, to attend panel discussion and seminar talks, and a few other functions which I will show you all in the following slides. To gain access to the platform, visitors can register themselves on the KM Malaysia Virtual landing page with basic information like company, organization name, person name, position, and email. Upon complete the registrations, visitors can only use email to log into the platform. No passwords is required. Upon logging in, visitor will be landed in the virtual lobby. On the left, you can see there is an exhibition hall and auditorium. The auditorium, which we will rename it to seminar hall later. Those are the doors for them to explore the platform. On the bottom, you can find 5 icons, which will be our key functions in the virtual event. First will be lobby. It's actually a button to bring you back here at the lobby. Yeah, we always need a home button in case you are lost in the platform. The second button is actually the exhibition hall. Once visitors click on it, the filter screen will pop up and allow visitors to do search for a specific organizations or under certain category. After hitting the search button, the result will appear on the bottom and they can click view. Then immediately they will be bring to the virtual booth. Here is one of the sample of 3 design. All the 3 design of our booth come with 4 click points. As you can see, there's a red buttons on it. Yeah. Starting from the left, the information and brochure, then video and photo, inquiry form for visitors to send any requests, and last, we have a live chat function. On the later slide, under exhibitors, I will show you all the requirement to be uploaded into your booth and how it works. This is the third button on the bottom, which is the seminar hall. All the live events like opening ceremony, panel discussion, and talks will be played in this hall. And all the sections are open to all parties. No additional registration is required. On the right side of the screen of the visitors, you can see the schedule of all 3 days program. Just one click of one of the event, and it should be reflect on your screen. In case if you have missed any of the live section, the video will be recorded and converted into a replay, which you can watch later. The fourth icon, Save, is actually to track your engagement, visitors' engagement in the platform. As you can see on the first button itself, is the brochure visitors have saved from the exhibitor's booth. It works like a briefcase for our visitors. And second image is the full exhibitor list. From the list itself, there is an indication of green and red, whether the visitors have visited the booth or they have whether dropped an inquiry. If they have visited the booth, then it will be a green tick. If it's not, then it will be a red cross. There will be a red cross, yeah, which we can remind visitors to visit all the booths in the exhibitions. So if they have missed some of the booth, they can right away click the view booth button, the blue button on the right, and they can straight away jump to the booth itself. On the third tab, it's actually image show which section is not visited, which is all the list of our seminars ongoing in the seminar hall. And also, we also have an indication there. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. On the last button itself is actually a survey, which actually we would like to collect visitors' feedback and comment. Our team is still working on it, and it will be ready before our event. So during the event, visitors can actually click on the survey and actually answer our questions. So above are the 5 buttons that will help our visitors to have a simple and straightforward journey on our platform. And if you have any questions on the earlier slides, please keep it until end of my presentation. And now I will be going into the exhibitor point of view, on how exhibitors can manage the virtual booth itself. Under the virtual booth, exhibitor is allowed to upload and manage all the content in the booth, including the organization description, your organization aim, recent activities photo, promotional videos, and brochure. Each booth we have allowed to upload 9 photos, which have 3 users, and the live chat is actually linked to your WhatsApp. So just key in your phone number on the exhibitor dashboard and it should be linked automatically. You may upload all the content before the event and just stand by on your phone to reply any requests from the visitors. And at the same time, you can also join our ongoing talks, which is on the same time of the events. Here is the booth specification on the left, up to 3 users and 1 logo with organization name, an organization write up with photo, up to 3 brochure, 3 YouTube video. What I mean YouTube video is that most of us have already our promotional video on YouTube. If you already have it on YouTube, just copy and paste the link on our dashboard and it should reflect on your booth automatically. And each exhibitor are allowed to upload up to 9 photos. Each photo is up to 1 MB. The chat will be WhatsApp. And last will be the inquiry form. This inquiry form is actually an open style form which will blast to your email. So this will link with your email provided to the organizer, and the inquiry will be sent to your email whenever we receive an inquiry. Here is how it will be presented to the visitors at your booth when they click on your booth on the buttons. On the left, you can see this is how the organization information will be lined up, and then you have on videos and photo display on the right, and the bottom is actually the inquiry form. Here will be our 3 design up for selection. So kindly confirm your preferred design with the organizer, and we will create the access for all our exhibitors. Okay, so at last, for our potential or confirmed exhibitors, if you have any questions on setting up the booth or on the virtual platform itself, you may contact our colleague, our team, these 2 numbers, and we will reply you as soon as possible. So that's pretty much from my side. I believe it's quite straightforward. Hope I didn't lose any one of you throughout my presentation. I will pass this back to Ms. Nazim.
Thank you very much, SY.
Sure.
Now we are going into the question and answer session. Now our technical team will allow you to unmute your speaker. You can ask the question rightly, or you can also type your question in the chat box. But I would suggest that, you know, in order to maintain orderly, if you may raise your hand, just click on the reaction button or icon with the raised hand, and then we will call up your name for you to throw your answer to us, and hopefully you know, we will answer accordingly. All right, please technical team allow the audience to unmute. Is there any questions?
I saw Mr. Hali.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Assalamualaikum. Good morning. My name is Hurley. I'm the ambassador of the Spastic Children Association of Selangor and Federal Territory. My question is when it comes to donations, right? What is the form of donations that we can receive, and do we need to prepare anything for that?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ali, for the question. Basically, what we done or what we do here is actually we are providing a platform for the opportunity to engage. We can't promise of any potential, I would say, donations or whatsoever. It is actually between you and also the potential collaborators or the donors actually to decide on what form of collaboration or contribution that could be agreed upon. As I said, what we do is that in this platform, we are using our networks to lure in as many other what they call these potential collaborators, donors, sympathizers, even philanthropists to come in and then meet you guys. That's what our intention is.
Thank you. That helps. So what it means is we can really say, for example, share how people can reach out to us, which bank account and so on. That's up to us as long as we can engage with them on this platform.
Yes, that's precisely the point. As I said there, our approach is that now that we are not able to do physical event, we can only do virtual event. So, but then again, we thought that virtual event would also give wider opportunities or a more audience to come in. Even without them traveling so far in the comfort of their own house, for example, to come in and explore opportunities. We believe that there are many kind-hearted people out there, perhaps, that probably have not heard any one of us here. So that's whole intention. We will try. But not just depending on us. Sometimes you may also have the what they call this your own potential contributors or collaborators, but you are yet to able to influence them. This is also an opportunity for you to invite them. Maybe invite them to come and visit and then showcase what you have in your virtual booth. And then perhaps by then they will be more convinced to come and collaborate with you. So here, don't stop at you should be sharing all the promotions. Invite your own customers or volunteers or potential sponsors, your current sponsors, to come and visit this platform. Besides visiting the virtual booth, they can also listen to talks. Yeah. So I hope I answer you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, Mr. Kevin Lee, please.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm representing Special Olympics Selangor. Okay, I got two questions. My first question is regarding the video link. Is there any size limitation in terms of what is the length of the video per that you can upload? Number two question is relating to your virtual platform in terms of the content that we want to put up. So how can we access to that platform to look at what are the requirements and things like that? Thank you.
Yes, right.
Maybe I should answer that. Yeah. So for the video length itself, basically we doesn't have any limitation for the video itself because it will be uploaded to YouTube and we will just share the link here. So basically, if you have videos like 5 to 10 minutes, it's okay to upload, share the link here. So we will just reflect on your booth. And the limitation and also the specification on how you all can upload. So after this presentation, we are planning to have 2 weeks before the event. We will actually have the access to all the exhibitors and they can log in from the exhibitor dashboard. And so they can upload all the information. Yeah. So, and also we understand that maybe some of the exhibitors that have, they are not familiar with technology. So we also have our helpers to answer your questions whenever you have any trouble uploading any information of your booth. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, another follow-up question. In terms of the photos, any aspect ratio that we need to think of?
We will share the specification in the exhibitor book to you all. Yeah, which is the size and also the size and also the pixel itself. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Ms. Sharon Quay.
Hello, everybody. First of all, this is such a great initiative, and thank you very much for allowing us to be part of this. I'm representing Caris Hospice Penang, and I have two questions. One relating to the presentation slot that we have, and the other to the virtual booth. So my question is, after September the 9th, when the event ends, will the virtual platform still be open for a specific time for people to go in and watch the replays of the sessions? And for the virtual booth, you mentioned about videos being on YouTube. If we do not have videos on YouTube, but on Facebook, can we also upload the videos from there?
Yeah, also my question, right? Yeah, morning, Sharon. Yeah, regarding your questions on the how long do we will continue the platform right after the event itself, we are planning to do that in 1 month, which is right after the event, we will still on our platform for 1 month. So to try our best to get the maximum exposure for all of us. And so looking at that 1 month should be sufficient, and we will see how's the response, whether we need to do a second edition or we know to extend it. Yeah. So on the video itself, if your video is on Facebook, we are now not supporting Facebook, but what we can do is actually, you can also send us the video. We will just upload your video in YouTube and we will do the same. So it will reflect the same on our platform and it will be aligned for all the rest of the speakers. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, Lu Chan Wu.
Thank you. I'm actually from the same organization as Sharon. Sharon has asked a few questions. Yeah, so I must say that it's an excellent opportunity. I look at it with excitement and trepidation. First time hospice organization, palliative care service provider is going on such a high profile platform. It's exciting. Two questions, sir. Number one is, I think it's mentioned that, would I say that it's correct? Would I be right to say that the presentation preferably will be in a live event? Number one, the first question. Second question is, presumably because this will be recorded, therefore whatever I speak, I share, since from a palliative care point of view, it has actually very much to do with patients and family members. Therefore, that I have to be very careful to guard the privacy and confidentiality. Yes, these are my two questions. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, shall I take on that answer as well? Yeah. Okay. First, either live or playback. Yeah, my recommendation is that to go live. Reason being is because that 30 minutes opportunity. Besides you presenting, perhaps you can also take on some questions. So that's my suggestion. But having said that, if you are comfortable in having a playback, then be it. It's not an issue. But what we have done is that we are only able to allocate just 30 minutes of the presentation slots, because we want to give opportunity to other organizations to also do their bits to pitch or to tell their stories. So that's the reason. On the second question about privacy, I'm not too sure about what you meant by the privacy. Do you mean that if they want to attend the show and then have to register, or can you clarify that?
No, not those attending, but in my presentation, okay. Because I may be showing slides that are very related, very close to the hearts of patients and family members. And if I know that this is going to be recorded, this is going to be playback, I will be doubly sure, doubly careful about the guarding the privacy of these examples, these live examples. And we are actually planning to show an interview with a family member as well, but of course that will be with the permission of the family member.
Okay, I understand that. I think my recommendation is that you should be filtering it from your side, because
yes.
from our end, if you allow us to do the playback and to keep it and do a playback, then we will store in our playback store. Means that when audience come off time, means that they want to listen to your presentation after 3 hours of your event, for example, or the next day or next week or so forth. Then once you allow it, then we will put it there. But if you don't allow, then we're not We're not going to record and then keep it there. So it's for you to let us know.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's yes. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks. Any more questions? But before I'll see some other questions, I just want to also appeal to you, to all of you here who attend today, that perhaps we still have time to actually allow other participants to come in. I mean, this platform is actually give us opportunity and avenues to actually host more than 30 organizations, even 50 organizations, even 80 organizations. So if it happened that for the fact that there's other organizations that are looking for opportunities to reach out, to look for possibly to reach out and engage with the potential donors, collaborators, or whatever it is, get them to call us. Ask them and invite them, get them to call us. Then we will evaluate them, and once we know for the fact that they are actually political organization, non-religious organization, will be more than happy to actually accept them and allow them to participate. Is there any more questions? So I suppose that our presentation is quite clear. I must assure you guys, do not be too what they call this scared about technology. We are here actually to guide. Very simple actually. There are features there which is, I think, very common for you to do. Brochures you have in PDF format. You can upload it yourself. You have pictures in either JPEG or whatever format. You can upload it yourself. We have, of course, certain limitation. We cannot allow you to put too many, but suffice to say that the quantity that we allow you to put in is good enough. There are also features there that will allow you to also not to be just limiting to just one person. You can list down up to 3 person actually to use this platform, and you can upload anytime at any time you like. Actually, we give you the password. Is for you actually to make the booth look good actually. But of course, the physical or the virtual feature can be changed. But then again, the contents is really up to you. It's really up to you on how you want it to be featured. But we do give you 3 options. We have 3 virtual booths that you can select. So our team will be in touch with you, and then you decide which one you prefer, and then which color you like, and then we'll make it nice for you. Okay. Any question coming from the chat box? Can I check?
Oh, there's one question asking whether the presentation will be shared with our exhibitors.
Yeah, we can share that. We can send to those participants, to all the participants here. It's not a problem. Okay. Shall we? All right. Can I hand back? If there's no more question from the audience, maybe you don't have it now. Do get in touch with us, with our team. We have our numbers, our contacts, listed here. You can also send it to the inquiry at timemalaysia.com or inquiry at dacaexhibition.com. Then we will get back to you. Yeah. So thank you for listening to us, especially to me and Mr. S.Y. Chan. I will hand this back to Aisha, our MC for today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nazim and Mr. S.Y. Chan, for the interesting presentation and discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our guest speaker, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. M. Gandhi, and all of you who make the effort to attend to this event. I hope you have gained valuable tips and some insights about the Kind Malaysia Virtual 2021. Before we wrap this up, we are delighted to have a photo group session with everyone. So, I would like to invite everyone to turn on your video and we will take photo upon my count. Are we good? Everyone has turned on your video? Okay, we'll be ready in. I'll take the first shot. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Another take. 1, 2, 3. One more take. 1, 2, 3. And the last one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone. Also, a reminder, should you require any further assistance and clarification about KIND Malaysia Virtual Exhibition 2021, please contact our representative as shown on the screen. Also, don't forget to visit our website www.kindmalaysia.com. See you at KIND Malaysia Virtual 2021 from 7 to 9 September 21. And with that, I would like to end this session. Till then, stay safe and take care. Goodbye.